Welcome to episode 2 in our series of strange things found in ancient prayer book. If you're back for another episode, you obviously liked us, so be sure to subscribe. It really helps us out with YouTube, and if you hit the bell next to the subscribe button, you'll get notified when the next episode comes out. Today's episode is all about the greatest palindrome of all time. Let's dive straight in. So first of all, what on earth is a palindrome, you might ask? Quite simply, it's a word that reads exactly the same forwards and backwards. Bob is probably the simplest example, as it reads Bob in both directions. If your name is Anna or Hannah, then congratulations, because that is even better. The word race car is a really clever one because it's a word that isn't an obvious palindrome at all, but if you read the word forwards or backwards, it reads race car. In reality, these are not actually phenomenal. They are only words, after all. What about if we could make a sentence? Now that would be much more clever. Race car, Bob, race car is a bit of a daft example, but it is a sentence. Can we get any more sophisticated though? Saw was I ear, I saw eros is a palindrome sentence, but because it reads the same forwards and backwards. Clever, eh? Not really, because it doesn't actually mean anything. You see the problem? As soon as you try to make a meaningful sentence, it all falls apart. All languages have palindromes, or at least I assume they do, and Arabic is one of those examples. And it's a language that has been used by poets and who have often tried to be clever, but being clever is no miracle. And in Arabic, they are also limited, and they become meaningless if they become too long. But in Arabic, there is a book which is pretty special, and that book has many palindrome examples. But there's one particular palindrome example I want to talk about. The book in question is called the Quran. So we know that creating a palindrome in itself is not hard, but making a long palindrome sentence is something that's a bit more tricky. It takes thought, and even then people try and come up blank. That's why there are so few good examples. But before I tell you the palindrome, something you need to know about the Quran. It was revealed over 23 years to the angel Gabriel and then to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He didn't write the book, and Muslims believe that the creator of the universe actually authored the book. The book was sent down in small parts, often in reply to questions that were being asked. You can say it was being downloaded in real time. That's why this is important, because the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, didn't have the time to edit. Once it was out, it was recorded and never could be edited again. So, this palindrome, what makes it so special and meaningful? Why am I saying it's the greatest palindrome of all time? Even that doesn't really describe it, because the only explanation is that it's miraculous. Let's take a look. We're going to look at chapter 74 of the Quran, called Al-Mudaththir, or the Cloaked One, quite appropriately named. Here is the sentence. It's in Arabic, so I'll read it to you. وَرَبُّكَ فَكَبِّرْ وَرَبُّكَ فَكَبِّرْ. It's a short sentence, but let's look at it. Firstly, the primary letter, the wa. It's a capitalization in the Quranic Arabic. It's to show the capitalization of the first letter. So essentially, we can remove that. That just leaves Rabbuka fakabbir. Next, the dashes and symbols above the letters. These are actually vowels, and they can be added into the text to make it easier to read, especially for non-Arabic speakers like myself. Arabic readers wouldn't really need this. So let's remove the vowels and get back to the original words. So now you can see the palindrome, but not the miracle, right? This is why it's a miracle. Picture this. This is a book from the creator of the heavens and earth. He made us this world, this universe, so balanced and perfect. Clearly, his guide to us would be just as perfect and balanced as well. The Quran is his guide for mankind, how to live, how to behave, how to pray, how to worship. The overwhelming message in the Quran is that God is one and there is no other God, and we should worship only him and no other. So why is this a miracle? Because Rabbuka fakabbir in English means and declare the greatness only of your Lord. And that is the greatest palindrome of all time. Quite amazing. This is just one of many, many miracles in the Quran, and I'll be covering a different type of miracle over this 30-day period. I would love to share them with you all, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on WhatsApp, all you need to do is click the link in the message and that will open up YouTube. You can then subscribe from there. Finally, please share this video. It's the best way to help us out. We want it to go out to as many people as possible. Thanks once again for watching another episode. We'll be back tomorrow with another great miracle of the Quran.